Hello and welcome back to Senior Health Over 60, the channel where we believe that growing older doesn't mean giving up on strength, independence, or vitality. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, there's always something new you can do to feel stronger, healthier, and more in control of your life. Let me ask you something important. Did you know that many seniors lose up to 1/3 of their muscle mass after the age of 60? Often without even realizing it. This isn't about looking fit in the mirror. This is about real strength, the kind that keeps you standing, walking, and living life on your own terms. Now you might have seen the headlines. One food can save your strength. Sounds a bit too dramatic, right? But here's the truth. There is growing scientific evidence showing that certain foods can significantly slow down, or even reverse, muscle loss in older adults. And no, we're not talking about some rare superfood. We're talking about simple, accessible foods you might already have in your kitchen. Before we dive into this life-changing information, take 1 second to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. Your support keeps this community growing and helps us bring you more empowering health content every single week. Let's get started. Part 1. Understanding the hidden enemy, muscle loss after 60. As we get older, our bodies start to change in ways we don't always see or feel right away. One of the most serious changes that quietly creeps in is the loss of muscle mass. This condition, known as sarcopenia, begins around age 60 and can accelerate with every passing decade. You might be thinking, well, that's just a normal part of aging, right? And yes, to an extent, muscle loss is expected, but here's what most people don't realize. It's not just a slow decline, it can become a crisis of independence. When your muscles weaken, everyday tasks like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or even carrying groceries become real challenges. And sadly, for many older adults, it starts with something as small as a stumble in the kitchen or a slip on the front porch. That moment can lead to a broken hip, and from there, things can spiral quickly. In fact, studies have shown that 87% of nursing home admissions are linked to muscle weakness or falls, not chronic illness, not memory loss, just the inability to stand, walk, or recover after an injury. What makes sarcopenia so dangerous is how silent it is. Unlike arthritis or back pain, it doesn't always hurt. It doesn't scream for attention. Instead, it chips away at your strength slowly, month after month, until one day you realize you can't do what you used to do. You sit more, walk less. Your legs feel heavy. You stop getting on the floor with your grandkids. You start avoiding the stairs. I've seen this firsthand with my patient Harold, a retired firefighter. At 72, Harold looked healthy, still tall and broad-shouldered. But when he came into my clinic after a minor fall, it turned out his legs had lost nearly 25% of their muscle strength in just a few years. He hadn't noticed because it didn't happen overnight, but it changed everything: his mobility, his mood, even his confidence. That's the reality for many seniors. And the saddest part, much of this is preventable. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to fight muscle loss, but you do need to understand what causes it and how to fuel your body the right way. Sarcopenia isn't a life sentence. It's a signal that your muscles need attention and that your nutrition and lifestyle choices matter now more than ever. And that's what we'll start tackling in the next section: how the food on your plate plays a powerful role in protecting your strength. Part 2, how nutrition impacts muscle retention. Let's be clear. Muscle loss in older adults isn't just about not exercising enough. One of the biggest and often overlooked reasons people over 60 lose muscle is because their bodies stop responding to nutrition the way they used to. When you're younger, your muscles act like sponges. They soak up protein from your meals and use it to repair and rebuild. But as you age, this process slows down. It's a condition called anabolic resistance, and it simply means your muscles don't respond to protein signals as efficiently anymore. Even if you eat what seems like a healthy amount, Your body may not be absorbing or using it the way it did in your 30s or 40s. So what happens? You eat 3 meals a day, maybe even with protein, and still, your strength declines. That's because how much protein you eat isn't the only thing that matters anymore. When you eat it, what kind of protein it is, and what else you're putting in your body all play a role. There's also the issue of chronic inflammation. As we age, the body tends to produce more low-grade inflammation, often without any noticeable symptoms. But inside, this constant stress wears down tissues, including muscle fibers. Certain foods can make this worse, like processed snacks, sugars, and trans fats. Others, thankfully, can help fight it. That's why choosing the right foods isn't just about protein. It's about reducing the internal fire that breaks your body down faster than it can repair itself. Let's not forget about gut health. For years, we focused on the gut only in terms of digestion. But now we know that a healthy microbiome, those trillions of good bacteria living in your intestines, plays a massive role in nutrient absorption, inflammation control, and yes, muscle maintenance. If your gut isn't working well, even the best foods won't reach your muscles the way they should. Then there's the hormonal shift that hits both men and women after 60. Testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin sensitivity all start to decline. These hormones act like messengers that tell your body, build muscle. When they drop off, the message gets weaker, and so does your body's response to food and exercise. That's why older adults need more targeted nutrition, not just the standard diet advice we give to younger people. Take my patient Ellen, for example. She was 68 when we started talking about her energy levels. "I eat well," she told me. "I'm not overeating, I watch my sugar." But when we looked closer, she was barely getting 50 grams of protein a day, and most of it was at dinner. Her breakfast, just coffee and toast. That's a common mistake. Without enough quality protein spaced throughout the day, your muscles go unfed for hours, especially after fasting overnight. Once Ellen started balancing her meals, adding eggs at breakfast, Greek yogurt at night, and more colorful whole foods, she felt stronger within weeks. Her walking improved, her posture got better, and most importantly, she felt like she had control over her health again. That's what this is really about. Nutrition isn't just about avoiding disease, it's about building the kind of body that supports the life you want to live. And the good news, it's never too late to start. The right foods can act like medicine, rebuilding muscle, reducing inflammation, balancing hormones, and restoring your energy from the inside out. In our next part, we'll dive into those foods, the ones that science shows can actually help reverse muscle loss in seniors. Some of them might surprise you. Part 3. Top 10 muscle-supporting foods every senior should know. Now that we understand how aging, inflammation, and nutrient absorption affect our muscles, let's get to the good part, the foods that can actually help you fight back. These aren't exotic or expensive items. Most are right in your grocery store or maybe even your fridge. The key is knowing how to use them consistently and strategically. Let's break down the top 10. 1. Whey protein. This one comes first for a reason. Whey protein isn't just for athletes. It's one of the fastest digesting, most complete sources of protein available, loaded with leucine, an amino acid that directly signals your muscles to grow. I had a patient, George, age 72. He thought protein shakes were just for bodybuilders. But after starting a morning routine of walking followed by a whey protein shake, he noticed improvements in balance, leg strength, and even mood within 6 weeks. Whey works because it overcomes anabolic resistance. For best results, look for a clean whey isolate or concentrate, ideally taken within 30 minutes of activity. 2. Lean beef. When it comes to rich, muscle-repairing protein, lean beef is hard to beat. A 4-ounce serving packs about 25 grams of high-quality protein, plus iron, zinc, B12, and creatine, all critical for energy and endurance. And don't worry about the cholesterol myths. Modern studies show lean beef, especially in moderate portions, supports heart and muscle health when paired with vegetables. Opt for grass-fed cuts like sirloin or tenderloin a couple times a week. 3 berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. These sweet little powerhouses aren't just delicious. They're loaded with antioxidants that protect your muscle cells from oxidative damage, one of the key contributors to age-related muscle loss. I remember Ellen, one of my patients, telling me she used to skip dessert until we swapped in a cup of mixed berries. Within weeks, her digestion improved and she felt more energized after meals. Berries also help balance inflammation and support collagen production, which is essential for the connective tissues around your muscles. 4. Extra virgin olive oil. This isn't just for salad dressing. Olive oil is rich in oleocanthal, a compound that acts similarly to ibuprofen without the side effects. It reduces inflammation and improves insulin sensitivity, both of which are essential for maintaining muscle. 2 to 3 tablespoons daily, drizzled over veggies in low-temp cooking or even mixed into a smoothie, can go a long way. 5 leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard. These aren't just healthy foods. They're essential muscle medicine. Rich in nitrates, these greens increase nitric oxide, which improves blood flow to your muscles. Better blood flow means better nutrient delivery and waste removal. Just 1 cup of cooked spinach gives you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium, vital for muscle contractions and preventing cramps. Add greens to your eggs, smoothies, or soups. Pre-washed options make it simple. 6. Beans and legumes. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas. These humble pantry staples are packed with plant-based protein, fiber, and resistant starch. That last one, it feeds your good gut bacteria, which indirectly helps control inflammation and supports muscle retention. Beans also help keep your blood sugar stable. This prevents insulin crashes that can lead to catabolic muscle breakdown. Soak dried beans before cooking or use canned versions. Just rinse well to reduce sodium. 7. Nuts and seeds. Walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds. These crunchy snacks are more than convenient. They're full of magnesium, vitamin E, zinc, and healthy fats that help protect muscle membranes and support hormone production. Pumpkin seeds in particular support testosterone, which naturally declines with age but remains essential for muscle maintenance. A small handful, about an ounce a day, is all you need. 8. Eggs whole. Egg whites are great, but if you skip the yolk, you're missing out on key nutrients like choline, vitamin D, and half the protein. The yolk also contains leucine, the amino acid that triggers muscle growth. I had a client who only ate egg whites due to cholesterol concerns. Once she reintroduced whole eggs, about 1 a day, her strength gains noticeably improved. And no, her cholesterol didn't go up. Science now supports whole eggs as safe, even beneficial for most older adults. 9. Fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel. These omega-3 rich fish help reduce chronic inflammation and increase your body's sensitivity to protein, making every bite of food work harder for your muscles. Vitamin D is another bonus, crucial for muscle contraction and often low in seniors. Aim for fatty fish twice a week, or consider a high-quality fish oil supplement if fish isn't your thing. 10. Greek yogurt. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained to remove excess liquid, giving it double the protein. It also contains casein, a slow-digesting protein that's perfect to eat before bed, when your body is prone to muscle breakdown during fasting. It's also rich in probiotics for gut health, calcium for bones, and vitamin D for muscle function. Choose plain, full-fat versions and sweeten with fruit or honey if needed. These 10 foods aren't just about nutrition. They're about reclaiming your strength, one meal at a time. Whether it's adding Greek yogurt before bed or switching your cooking oil to olive oil, small changes really do make a big difference. In the next section, we'll explore the most common mistakes seniors make that sabotage muscle health, even when they think they're eating right. Part 4. Common mistakes seniors make with diet and muscle loss. Even with all the right information, many older adults fall into traps that keep them stuck, losing strength, feeling tired, and not understanding why. The truth is, just knowing what to eat isn't enough. You have to avoid a few common mistakes that quietly sabotage your progress. One of the biggest ones: not eating enough protein per meal. Many seniors spread their protein thinly throughout the day, just a little at breakfast, maybe a slice of turkey at lunch, and something more substantial at dinner. But this approach doesn't work well for aging muscles. To trigger muscle repair and growth, your body needs a minimum threshold of high-quality protein in each meal, about 25 to 30 grams. Anything less, and your muscles may not even respond. Another common issue is skipping meals altogether, especially breakfast. I see this often. People tell me, "I'm not hungry in the morning," or "I just have coffee." But without food, your body taps into muscle tissue for energy. If this happens day after day, that slow erosion adds up. Then there's the trap of relying too heavily on supplements. While protein powders, multivitamins, and fish oil can help, they should never replace real food. Supplements are meant to fill gaps, not be the main source of nutrition. Your body recognizes and uses nutrients from food much more effectively. A fourth mistake is ignoring movement altogether. Nutrition and muscle health go hand in hand, but they're not enough by themselves. You need to move your body to give it a reason to hold onto muscle. You don't have to lift heavy weights or join a gym. Even a daily 20-minute walk paired with light resistance bands can signal your muscles to stay active. Finally, not drinking enough water can sneak up on you. Dehydration slows protein synthesis and makes it harder for nutrients to reach your muscle cells. Muscle is over 70% water, and without enough hydration, your recovery suffers. I had one client, Barbara, who was doing everything right, eating good meals, taking her vitamins, but still felt weak and tired. It turned out she was barely drinking 3 glasses of water a day. Once she added a hydration routine and spread her protein intake evenly, she felt stronger, less foggy, and even started walking farther without getting winded. Avoiding these common pitfalls can turn everything around. Sometimes it's not about doing more, it's about doing the basics but doing them better. In the next section, we'll give you a practical roadmap, simple strategies you can use starting today to rebuild strength and confidence, one day at a time. Part 5, Real Strategies, How to Start Rebuilding Muscle Today. Now that you understand the what and the why, let's talk about the how. Rebuilding muscle in your 60s, 70s, and beyond isn't about going on a strict diet or jumping into a gym membership. It's about taking small, consistent actions that fit into your lifestyle and actually work. Let's start with breakfast. Most seniors miss out on protein in the morning, yet that's when your muscles are most in need of fuel. Try starting your day with 2 scrambled eggs, a handful of spinach sautéed in olive oil, and a side of fresh berries. That alone can give you over 20 grams of high-quality protein, fiber, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory nutrients in one delicious meal. Then comes movement. You don't need a personal trainer to get started. A simple 10-minute morning routine like standing leg lifts, wall push-ups, or walking around your block can make a huge difference. The secret is consistency. Do a little, but do it every day. And follow it up with a protein snack, like a whey protein smoothie with Greek yogurt and berries, to reinforce muscle building. Adding a protein-rich snack between meals is another easy fix. A hard-boiled egg, a handful of almonds, or a slice of cheese with a few whole-grain crackers can help keep your muscles fed and inflammation down throughout the day. Next, take a short inventory of your meals. Are you getting 80 to 100 grams of protein daily? Many older adults are. Try tracking your food for 3 days, not to count calories, but to see whether your meals actually support muscle strength. You might be surprised how many days fall short. Finally, stay consistent for at least 4 to 6 weeks. That's the average time it takes to start seeing improvements in balance, energy, and overall strength. Keep a notebook, or better yet, take weekly notes on how easy it is to rise from a chair, carry groceries, or walk around the neighborhood. These small wins build momentum. I've seen patients go from struggling with stairs to walking confidently again, just by adjusting meals and moving a little each day. The body is more responsive than you think. Even in your later years, it's always listening to what you do and what you feed it. Next up, we'll wrap this journey together with some powerful takeaways and a few words that might just change how you view aging from this day forward. Conclusion: it's never too late to get stronger. So let's take a moment to look back at what we've learned today. We've seen that muscle loss isn't just an unavoidable part of aging. It's a real, preventable challenge that affects your balance, your independence, and your freedom. But more importantly, we've learned that you have the power to do something about it. We talked about how the aging body changes, how it responds differently to food, how inflammation and hormones play a role, and how even the gut can affect your muscles. We broke down the top 10 foods, many of them simple, familiar, and affordable, that science shows can truly protect and even rebuild lost muscle. And we walked through real strategies you can start using today. How to build a protein-rich breakfast, how to move more without overexerting yourself, how to track what your body needs and respond with purpose. Now here's the most important thing. You're not too old, and it's not too late. Your body is still listening. Every step you take, every bite you choose, every small change you commit to it matters. You can regain strength. You can move better. You can feel better. And you can take back control of your health. I've seen it happen again and again in people just like you. So if this message inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and share it with a friend, a spouse, a sibling, anyone who deserves to feel strong and independent again. Here at Senior Health Over 60, we're here to walk this path with you. One meal, one movement, one powerful choice at a time. Stay strong. Stay hopeful.